What's up, everyone? Hope you're doing awesome. Zack Miller here for another edition of this thing we call Zack Miller Says. And today we're talking about social media. Now, you guys know social media is like Facebook, and sorry to let you know, but LinkedIn is also social media. I guess YouTube and Snapchat and Instagram. That's Eric Olson's favorite thing right now, Instagram. He's big on that. So I've been thinking about topics to talk about. Actually, what's crazy is I have been working on book edits for Anomaly, and I got my book edits back from my editor. And so I'm going over some of those changes now. Set a date with the publisher of the release date, when I get the books, all this gravy. We actually have a new book cover too. Maybe I'll show you guys all that real soon. I'll be announcing all this stuff real soon. Haven't just decided how to do it yet. But I've been basically working with clients all day and then working on the book all day. And I went to the gym, of course. And then I realized, I looked up and I was like, oh, I need to record a show today. And so I'm recording this 3:47. I guess a little later than normal. Usually it's between 8:30 and 5 Eastern Standard Time, I guess, is when I usually record. Nothing before those and nothing after, I guess. I don't know, give it that standard work day that all of us desire so much. But I realized I hadn't done this, and so I was like, oh, what topic am I going to talk about? And went and walked to Ashbrook for a minute and realized that maybe I'll talk about social media platforms and everyone says, you need to be on social media, you need to be on social media, you need to be on social media. I'm on social media right now. Absolutely. You need to be there. But I need to be on every single platform. Do I, Zach? Do I need to be on every single social media platform? I'm going to give you maybe an odd answer and maybe a couple caveats and some other stuff. So when new social media platforms come out, especially ones that are based through like handles or you have like a specific name, so like facebook.com/the Zack Miller, right? Or twitter.com/myname84, Zack Miller 84, that's when I was born. They probably all should match, by the way, but they don't, whatever. Here's what I think. You should get a handle on every single social media platform that comes out as early as you learn about that. Why? Because I think it's important that if you can be on something early, you can win that platform potentially. However, I do not think that you should spend all of your time trying to win at every single social media platform out there. I think it's difficult. Let's just do some simple math. If you put 100% of your time into one social media platform that's providing you amazing results, that gives you 100%, that your 100% of your time is going there. But what happens if you want to do two? Well, that's 100 divided by 2, which is 50. Let's get to 4. You get to 25%. You can only get so much. So what I think you should do instead is really try to focus on winning one first. Get the handles from all those other accounts, follow them, follow what people are doing there, build your education around that. But I think it can be very difficult to try to win on several different platforms. It's the same thing of trying to have multiple businesses at the same time. How difficult is it to have one business? How difficult is it to have and maintain and keep up with one social media account? How hard is it to add one to that, a second business, a second social media account? For many, it's absolutely disastrous and absolutely incredibly difficult. So knowing that, why would you try to win on all these multiple channels knowing that the math doesn't lie and you know you can't do it and you can't keep up? And I'm not trying to deter you. I'm not trying to say nothing's possible and all that. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if you put your undivided attention on the least amount of platforms possible, you're increasing your chances of that medium that you choose doing well. So, for example, right, I actually have moved away from my even personal profile on Facebook and basically am exclusively focused on this page on Facebook. right? I do very light work on LinkedIn and Twitter. Probably should do more, but where's all my attention, right? The more attention you put to something, usually the better results that you will get from that. So do you need to be on all social media platforms? I think it's okay to be on. Get the handles, get accounts for every single social media account out there. You know, have a Snapchat account, have a Twitter account, have an Instagram account. By the way, I had a Snapchat account, deleted it because I'm too old for that. I don't get it. My wife, she still likes it. I don't need to do that. And remember, I don't have social media on my phone either. So am I an anomaly? Probably. Am I odd? Absolutely. But when you're trying to figure out where you need to be, really it's what do you know the best? Where are your target customers, prospects, fans, following? Where are they? Right? And is the content that you can create what that platform is really best at? One of the things that I did best early on a decade ago was I was on the original social network, like the original social network, which was like networking groups, right? Like real face-to-face stuff. So I used to host meetups I've hosted probably 2,000 meetups in my life, right? Whether it was at my office, a friend's office, whatever. That's what I did for a long time. And so I put all my attention to that the same way that you would do it online. What's the difference? Online lives forever, and many people can see it as long as it's open and not closed, where basically physical events, while awesome and very intimate, do have that barrier of closed, because if you're not there, you don't get to see it. Where with what you're listening to right now, it will live here forever, which is why I encourage you definitely to do meetups and in-person stuff. They're a lot of fun. They're a great way to grow your network. But also, think about things online where they can be housed, where they can help you 10 years from now, right? What I'm saying right now, I guarantee is still relevant in 10 years. I know you guys are like, no, that's not possible. What I'm saying right now, the crux of it is this. Put your attention where your customers are, where you get the best results, and where you can still be growing years and years and years later, right? So if you put all your attention into one thing and not 50 things, you're going to improve your chances. What are the risks in this? Yes, there's a risk. Like, what if Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever goes away? Those are obviously risks. Yes, you need to worry about those things. However, big brands like this, I'm not really that worried that those type of companies are going to go away. Do you guys really think Facebook is going away? I don't think YouTube's going away. I don't think Instagram's going away. Heck, Facebook owns Instagram. These tools, these social media platforms, I don't think many of the big ones are going away, so I think it's fairly safe. But obviously, there is some sort of risk associated with a platform that you build your following on. And a following is just the people that are engaging with you, that are watching you, or consuming, reading, whatever. You just want to be on platforms where they are and where it's easy for them to engage back and potentially share that information. So if you're listening and being like, I just need to be on every single social media platform out there, sure, get on it, educate it, create followings of your own there, create relationships with people there. But at the end of the day, be wary, be cautious of trying to win and dominate on each one, because each one has its own set of parameters, and it can be difficult to try to win everywhere. Right? It's hard enough for an NFL team, one of the 32, to win the Super Bowl every year. Imagine them trying to win the Super Bowl, the Stanley Cup, the World Series, and the NBA championships. Pretty possible. Pretty impossible, right? So that's basically you trying to win on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and LinkedIn. I just made that up. I just thought of that, and that was brilliant. Woo! Yes. Love that idea. The 4 championships to like the 4 socials. Hard to win. I'm writing that down. So you have to know what people are looking for. You have to know what your customers are looking for. Your following is searching for, and where is that? And is that on the platform that you chose correctly? Right? So hopefully this was valuable to you, and I hope that you really consider, not trying to be so extending yourself so thin that you can't win on any of these platforms because you're trying to win on all of them. Think about the 4 major sports and those championships and the 4 major social networks: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. Those are probably the 4. LinkedIn's probably in there too somewhere. People probably wouldn't say LinkedIn is a social network, but I was. But imagine trying to win on all those things. It's difficult. So instead of really setting yourself up for failure, try to win one of those and become like the dominant expert in it. And I think things will be better for you. So be on all those accounts, absolutely. Educate yourself on there and definitely follow it and be on those accounts. But be cautious that if you try to win on all of them, you're probably not going to win on one. That's the lesson for today. Peace.